Hi, I'm Terry from Bed and Biscuits. This is T-Bone. He's done really good. He's a young Airedale. He's done very good. He's a little stubborn, but boy, when he wants to do it and he's ready to work, he's very, very good. When he's a little stubborn, you have to tell him a couple times, but he's really done. For an Airedale, I think he's done exceptionally well. He's just big and strong. And I know you at home, if you're in a wheelchair or a walker and he really needs to not be pulling, no matter which one of those you're in, a walker or a wheelchair, he needs to really not be pulling. So I've worked really hard at that, but I mean, he's not a robot. If a squirrel or another dog or something comes up, he's still young enough, he will try to bolt. So we got to be careful and continue to really work him hard on that. We're going to basically work about 4 or 5 different exercises: the heel on leash, the sit stay, the down stay, the recall. All these things on a leash, because he is here for the on leash training. When we return, we'll start with the on leash heel. Okay, through all these exercises, we just need to remember when you're working him at home, or if you're just on a nice leisure walk, but there's other people around, other dogs, and you want him to listen, and you're working him to heel beside you, he will always be at your left side. The dog will always be at your left side, okay? Now, if you've got him on a retractable and you're just getting him a potty break, you don't have to do that. But when you're walking him, especially with this training collar, and you want him to listen, don't put him on the right side. Always have him on the left side, otherwise he's going to get a little confused. I've got just a 6-foot leash. It's really hot out here, so he's kind of breathing hard. But I got a 6-foot leash and a prong collar to work with his training. As soon as he's done with his training, I take the collar off. You can't leave it on because it is a type of choker. He can hook it on a gate, a tree limb, doorknob, whatever, and he could hang himself. Okay, so come on, boy, sit. We're gonna do hand signals as well. Keep on, sit. Hand signal to sit is just pull your hand up like this, okay? Hand signal to stay, put your hand out like that. Down, you're gonna have to put your finger right to the ground as you tell him down. And then to come, you're gonna bring your hand to your chest as you tell him to come. That's just a little, we'll go through the hand signals again as we use them. We're gonna do our heel on leash now. Again, I usually start with him sitting at your left side. Just take your first step as you take your first step and tell him to heel. And when you don't let him go in front of you. His reward is to leave the leash loose where it hooks to his collar. If he's trying to pull in front of you or lag behind or go somewhere else, you don't even have to look. You feel this leash get tight, it's a pull and release. If you have to do it 2 or 3 times, pull and release until he's right beside you. I just tell him to heel when I do that. When you stop walking, he should sit beside you. If he doesn't, the main thing is we want him to stop walking when you stop walking. Let's see how he does. Hey, come on, sit. T-Bone, heel. Good boy. Good boy, come on. When you stop walking, he should automatically sit. Good boy, and praise your dog. Keep on, heel. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Exercise finished, praise your dog. Okay, for T-Bone sit stay, again, you're gonna have him sitting at your left side. Hand signal to sit. Bring your hand up like that and tell him to sit. And as you walk away from him, just tell him to stay. Palm of your hand in his face, tell him to stay. Your first few times at home, you might only get this far away. Stay. Tell him to stay for 3 or 4 or 5 seconds and return. Then it's very important, don't release him from his sit stay till you get back here and you release him. Don't let him decide when you're gonna release him from the sit. Otherwise he will anticipate and his times will get shorter and shorter instead of longer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go out to the end of the leash. Stay. Stay. Nope. If he does that, put him right back to where he was. Stay. 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 You can reinforce words stay as much as you need to. Stay. Stay. I don't think you were having too much of a problem with the stays at home, from what I understand. It's just under when there's distractions. So I've tried to work on that, and he does break his stay a little bit when there is a distraction. But the only way to get him better is to put him into situations like that. Really, no, don't go so far away, but just like this, just make him stay. Stay. No matter what distraction, he'll get better and better. Okay, Exercise finished. Good boy. Down stay again. I put him in a sit at your left side, turn and face him. I point right to the ground. Sometimes he does this really good, but if he gets in a stubborn deal, he doesn't want to lay down. I just gently pull down as you tell him down again. Don't just sit there and say down, down, down a whole bunch of times. Every time you say that and he doesn't do it, he's breaking the command. Tell him twice, then make him do it. Ready, boy? Come on, down. Come on. T-bone, down. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Stay. 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 Again, if you can only go this far away at first, stay. Then that's all you do. Stay. 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 And you're going to release him on your word, not his. Exercise finished. Good boy. Good boy. Praise the dog. This is going to be his recall. Again, you sit him at your left side. So sit, tell him to stay, and then go out to, you can only go, stay. You can only go this far at first, and you call him and he comes to you, that's good. But if you can go farther little by little, I go to the end of the 6 foot leash. A hand signal to come is you're going to pull your hand to your chest and tell him to come. If you have to back up real quick and tell him to come, make a real excited voice so he wants to come to you, he should come and sit at your feet. If he doesn't sit, that's okay. We just want him basically to come to you when you call him. Come on, T-bone. Sit. Come on, sit. Good boy. He's getting pretty hot. Stay. Stay. T-bone. Stay. You usually like him to pay attention. T-bone, come. Sit. Exercise finished. Praise your dog. Good boy. Okay, for conclusion, T-Bone's done really good. It's hot out here. He's looking into the sun, which he doesn't really prefer to do. But he's done really well for an Airedale. They can be very headstrong, as you well know. But if you keep on him, I recommend try to do this, work with him, once or twice a day at least if you can. But the trick is short sessions. I'll come out here. I don't know if I discussed that with you prior to this. I don't think I have. I come out here in 10 minutes, whether it's hot or not. 10 minutes, because it's like a young kid. Their attention span is not that good, and the last thing you want to do is overwork them and train them to where you come out here to do the training and they got their tail between their legs and they don't want to do it. You want them to come out here and want him to enjoy working. So that's where you get the most progress done. So just come out, at home. You can do it in your house or outside, doesn't matter. Do it like 10-15 minutes tops. I'm doing it more now because I'm doing a lot of talking, but he's getting warm. But just go through all these exercises, boom, 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 end them on a good note, and be done with it. Take him back inside. Going in and out of doorways, I put him in a sit, stay, stay. And I walk through, open the door, walk through first, and I turn and face him and do a recall and call him. And he does pretty good with that. It depends. If he really wants to get through that door, he'll try to get through it first, but I never let him do it. Okay, so he's doing well. I've enjoyed training him. He's done really, really well, so thank you very much.